Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Today is the Sunday show. Oh, man. If you guys remember, on episode 82, I talked about doing a thread for what is the craziest thing, or what is the worst or best, or, just what is the craziest thing that bartenders have heard, because we did have a story where a girl went out to a bar with a guy and he was talking about his anger issues and leaving the whites of his enemy's eyes, and she was just like, oh, well, how do you deal with that? And he was like, harpoon, and I talked about it. So here we are, we're doing that thread. So without further ado, bartenders of Reddit, what's the best/worst conversation you've overheard or situation you've seen from behind the bar? My goodness, let's get into it. Worked in a bar for about 10 years. So many stories. Most of the good ones happen after the doors were closed. This is one of the most memorable ones. Busy Saturday night. Okay. Place is ram jam squishy full. 600 people. Okay. You could have just said like jam packed. This nigga said ram jam squishy full. I'm stood in front of the door taking occupancy numbers, and over the door radio comes the shout, shaggers, we got shaggers. Doormen go running off to the gents and bring out a 40-ish couple and escort them out of the front door. As we all walk back in, a guy comes up to the head doorman and says, why are you kicking my wife out? What? Wait, were they, no, because they said shaggers, I'm thinking, fuck. I'm thinking, what are they called? Oh my God. Swingers. That's what I'm thinking. But they called them shaggers. So what the fuck is a shagger? Let's see if we can find the... Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And I think nobody knows what shaggers is. Okay. Well, on to the next one then. Oh, well. I was working one Friday night in a very packed city bar. Around midnight, as people were getting good and sauced up, my fellow bartender noticed this couple getting very hot and heavy. FYI, PDAs are gross and really obnoxious sitting at the bar. Anyway, these two are going at it way harder than normal drunk people. Her facial expression gave it away. Turns out that his hand was all the way up her skirt, and you can imagine the rest. God damn, that nigga was fingering her vagina. Jesus. Let's see. They were so into it that they didn't notice that people were starting to watch, so much that a 2-foot radius developed around them and half the bar was watching. At this point, my buddy took a flashlight and shined it upon them like a spotlight. After about 30 seconds of being on stage, the dude realized what was going on and didn't stop. Whoa, okay. Finally, the girl came to and bolted for the door. Dude threw $100 on the bar and they both left to a standing ovation. Yo, homeboy was just like, yo, here's $100. I gotta go get me some booty. God damn. That's crazy how everybody is just watching her pretty much get fingered at the bar. Like, bro, what the fuck? What? Like, that is kind of crazy. Ay. All right. A bouncer for 5 years and got some time behind the bar when it was slow and I could make it a couple hours early for my shift. Doing the levels and dumping the cooler in front of the fridges, I hear two women at a bar casually talking. Of course, just being there, I quietly listen. The first girl, So he was pretty good in bed. We even had a joint afterwards and cuddled. It was awesome. I just feel so bad that I didn't tell him. I mean, he seemed okay with it and said he would call. Second girl, well, that's kind of a bitch move, don't you think? I mean, I have told guys when I am on my period before. Well, before anything got too far, I hope he calls, but you should just be happy he didn't kill you. Well, it looked like he had murdered someone when we turned the lights on. It was everywhere. I didn't think I was having a heavy day at all. You should have seen the handprints on the wall. What the fuck? Yo. That is ridiculous. Yeah, she said you should have seen the handprints on the wall. Like, excuse me? Like, it's bad enough you got your period blood all over my sheets and my bed, but bitch, you got it on the wall? God damn. All right. So the first girl then says, well, it looked like he had murdered. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, it looked like he had murdered someone when we turned the lights on. It was everywhere. I didn't think I was having a heavy day. You should have seen the handprints on the wall. Okay, one was on this poster he had up for a Clockwork Orange. At this point, I am doing my best not to die laughing or toss my cookies on my clean bar. Back to the cooler to get a couple more cases, and upon my return, the first girl is on the phone and the second girl orders another round. When I put the drinks down, the first girl pulls the phone from her ear. First girl, hey, is your name Dave? Me, well, just Dave, but yes, what can I do for you? First girl, I'm on the phone with your roommate. Glenn says hello and to get back to work, slacker. Me, silent. Thinking for a minute, taking a quick look of horror, I remember Glenn just bought a Clockwork Orange poster. He hung it just above the headboard of his bed. With the world's worst poker face, I tried to muscle out a laugh when the look of terror crosses her face. Her eyes scream, he knows. And the second girl, burst into laughter. She didn't finish her drink, left a good tip, and they both pretty much left right after. She was like, oh, fuck, he knows. Like, dude, honestly, the fact that she went to talk to the bouncer dude because, she kind of put two and two together. She shot herself in the foot with that one, if I'm being honest with you. It's like, come on, girl. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You kind of shot yourself in the foot with that one. You should have known, like, homeboy was, he would know who it is and he was overhearing you. It's not like you were being quiet. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, goddamn.
Bruh.
Oh, shit. Let's see. I live in Ireland. I had a guy from England, a little tipsy, apologizing to all the Irish people in the bar for the 800 years of occupation by England in our country for the invasion of Oliver Cromwell. Kinda awkward. All right. Cool. Top of the morning to ya. I was bartending at a Mexican restaurant in Georgia. It was the beginning of the shift in the afternoon, and I was having a pleasant conversation with my only customer, an older lady drinking Chardonnay and doing a crossword. She paid her tab but was still hanging out. Finishing her last glass, then three guys came in. They were all in their late 20s, very trashy looking, and had just come from a construction job, dragging dirt and mud all over my floor, might I add. Well, one of the guys starts hitting on me, which I mostly ignore. When he asks for a shot of top shelf tequila, I get on the stool to grab it, and he says, if you just stood like that all night, your tip would be much bigger, yo. Staring straight at my ass, I was disgusted and was about to chew him out when the older lady, who had been paying attention this entire time, said, excuse me, young man, please do not speak to my granddaughter that way. He was horrified, mumbling about, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I didn't know she was your granddaughter, to which she replied, well, it shouldn't matter. That is not how you speak to young ladies. He continued apologizing and stumbling over his words. She calmly collected her things, got up and said, all right, darling, I have to go. I love you. I laughed and said, love you too, Grandma. See you at home. The three of them finished their drinks quickly and left a fairly decent tip, one of my fondest memories as a bartender. My goodness. Yeah, old lady saved you, man. She saved you some tough time, because, my God, homeboy just walked in thinking like, oh, yeah, girl, you got that dumpy on you. God damn. Whoo. Man, I might tip that a little later if you're not mean. My mom and I own a little oxymoron craft beer dive bar together. Mostly I work the bar and dealing with the rabble part, and she handles the business part since, well, she's a frighteningly short-tempered redhead. One night, I'm working in the weeds and she's in drinking and talking to some local brewers about upcoming beers. A couple and their incredibly intoxicated friend come in. I serve the couple after they bitch and moan about a bar featuring American craft beers not carrying friggin' PBR, and get the friend a water. Throughout the night, the friend talks very loudly about his positive feelings toward my ass and his plans if I let him take that sweet ass home. Goddamn. After several warnings, I give up and go let my mom know. She is much taller and scarier than me, so it's easier for her to end these things quick. She, in a typical hating the world mood, goes across the bar and says, I heard you've been talking about my daughter's ass. Perhaps you'd like to say something about my ass before I drag you outside. He responds, no, ma'am, but I do have some things to say about yo fine ass yitties. God damn, nigga. Oh, I have never seen anybody try so hard not to laugh as she did. I had to duck into the storeroom not to lose my composure. He ended up getting to stay a bit longer for sheer guts. This nigga. Mom came out. He was just like, damn, girl. Whoo, that ass is fat. God damn. Things I would do to that if I got lucky with it. And so then she brings out the mom, and the mom's just like, oh, so you seem to be very brazen about talking about my daughter's ass. And he was just like, oh, man, I'm sorry, but god damn, mama, you got some yitties. Ooh, god damn. The mom was just like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
What the? Hold up, motherfucker. You know, like, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you I'll let you stay a little bit because you was brave enough. Man, that is funny as hell. That man is a legend. I was bartending the other night at a local tavern near my place, and there was this little old man with a speech impediment that comes in a few nights a week. The speech impediment is quite bad. He stutters a lot, can't speak too loudly, and drools a bit when he talks. I assume he's quite lonely because he'll talk the ears off my coworkers and myself, but I think he's rather sweet. So I'm wiping the bar as he asks for another beer, and I go to get it. He reaches for his money and drops a coin on the floor. As soon as the coin hits the ground, it makes that audible ping. The sweet little old man declares, oh, fucking cunt, with complete clarity. I lost my shit. All right. Okay, I mean, I guess when it came to saying all fucking cunt, then he was just like, he had perfect speech then. Okay. I was tending a bar on a dinner cruise ship last New Year's. It was open bar for everyone on the ship, and let me tell you, we were slammed. But we were ready. I have never been as on point as I was that night. Bring it on, I was thinking. All of a sudden, I needed to cough, and I was getting some ice, so I tried to turn my head. but I couldn't stop coughing, and I realized that everyone around me was as well, and the people were running to the outside decks. I shut down the bar and told everyone to get out. Turns out that while in line, some douchebag had convinced some douchebagette to press the button on her pepper spray, and it had gotten jammed and emptied the entire canister into the ceiling. Yo! What the fuck? That's as close to that shit as I ever wanted to be. Incidentally, the other half of the deck didn't get the message that the bar was closed, so they kept ordering from the servers. Needless to say, I was behind and in an awful mood the rest of the evening. Ah, damn. Like, what in the fuck would you be spraying your pepper spray into the air for? You know? Like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Like,
What?
I don't understand that. Why in the hell would you be wanting to spray your pepper spray into the air? That makes no sense to me. What enjoyment were you going to get out of that? You know? That's another thing. Like, what enjoyment of that were you going to get out where you're just like, oh, psst, 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 oh, God, he got stuck. Psst, oh, shit. You know, like, come on, man.
Bruh.
Ridiculous. Ruining it for everybody. I used to bartend at a pizza place. What?
What?
Huh? Pizza places got bars now? Okay. All right. One afternoon, a middle-aged couple came in with an old 80-year-old lady they referred to as Grandma. Grandma seemed a little confused, and they had to talk to her like she was a child. The middle-aged lady made a comment about being hungry, and then Grandma says very loudly, "Have you ever been so hungry you could eat the ass out of a dead skunk?" I almost fell over behind the bar. I was laughing so hard. Yo.
What did he say?
What in the fuck? Grandma said, yo, you been ever so hungry you can eat the ass of a skunk? Like, nigga, no, I have not. Like, I have not been that hungry, Grandma. Sorry to tell you. My goodness, what in the hell is going on, bro? Jesus. Different times, I guess. There was a girl who used to come to karaoke every Saturday night, and she would give blowjobs under the table to any man who sang songs she requested.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, so these dudes were just, this bar must have been packed on Saturdays, bruh. God damn, it must have been packed on Saturday. They were like, yo, woo, oh, time to give me my Saturday BJ, bruh. Ooh, goddamn, I can't wait. Whatever that song, whatever that girl want me to sing, I will sing it. Because I'm ready to get sucked off. Ooh, goddamn. I'm ready to get sucked off. Like, what the fuck, bro? That is crazy. And they said, of course, she lives in Canada. Shout out Canada, bruh. God damn, man. All right. I was a barback for 3 months at a very high scale hotel / restaurant / bar a year ago. These people were astoundingly rich. We charged people $8 a beer. God damn. What the fuck? And $19 for a shot of Patron, and they would order them by the dozen. They thought they were invincible. I was working one evening, and it was particularly busy. Every Saturday night, we managed to pack 100 people into the bar. It was an outstanding bar. Even though it was packed, people didn't seem to mind. However, the service was incredibly slow. Wait 10 minutes for the bartender to even glance at you. Slow. Anyways, a guy comes up to me and asks for another drink. I explained to him that I could not serve him because I was only a barback. It was easy to make mistakes. Easy to mistake people because we all wore the same uniform. It was very loud, and what I thought he said was, "Can you just get me a drink of water?" So I filled up a glass of water and gave it to the gentleman, probably around 45-ish, and I was 20. He immediately started screaming at me, "Fuck you. I said my drink tastes like water. Give me another one," and threw the glass behind the bar, nearly hitting one of the female bartenders. All the bartenders went silent, and out of nowhere, one of them climbs over the bar and punches the guy in the face, and calls security to have him taken away. Never saw that asshole again. Over some water, bro? God damn, like,
Bruh.
chill out. It's just water, my guy. God damn. He said, "Hey, fuck you, man. This my drink tastes like water. This ain't tequila." Golly. We'll probably do like 2 more. I'm not a bartender, but my friend and I once came close to blows with a random stranger at a bar over whether Iraq shares the border with Turkey. This was before everyone had smartphones, so we couldn't simply look it up. The guy was arguing that no, the 2 countries share no border, and his justification was that he has a master's degree in geography. My friend said, "Well, I won a fucking geography B in 6th grade, and I know what fucking countries border Iraq. I'll go buy a map right now, motherfucker." In retrospect, I think the guy was trolling. Either that or homeboy was just shit-faced drunk and looking to fight somebody. It could have been some shit like that too, man. You fucking never know. Being honest with you. All right, this is going to be our last one. This one's a pretty long one, so. I used to work at a place, and we had this one dude who was a regular there. He was a huge lump of a man who could drink like Jenna Jameson could fuck. Okay. That is to say, he could get totally fucked and keep coming back for more. Drink after drink, he'd sit there for hours until he got glassy-eyed and could barely speak, and he would do that 3 to 4 times a week. God damn, nigga. Everyone knew him as he was harmless enough. Somehow, at the end of every night, he'd stumble off into the darkness and make his way home. My thing is, my nigga, 3 to 4 times a week, where are you getting all this money? That's expensive as fuck. Like, what the hell? One day he just took it too far. He needed the toilet and decided that rather than exert the effort to walk the 5 meters to the facility, he'd just save himself the trouble and piss where he was sitting. He was positioned on one of those tall bar stools and just sat there and did a massive fucking piss. He was a huge dude, so needless to say, it wasn't an insignificant amount. It was literally as if there was a fountain of piss dripping off the front of his chair. He didn't even bother to unzip his fly. He just pissed.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Huh? Alright. God, what the... All the while, he had another pint on the table and kept drinking as if nothing happened. At first, people noticed and were muttering, "Is he really serious?" As it became apparent that he was actually doing what he thought he was doing, someone shouted at him, and still he didn't stop. He just gave the room a cheesy grin and carried on. Eventually, security was called. We were asked to deposit him outside. I guess he meant dispose of him outside. He wasn't aggressive when they arrived, but I suspect he was so drunk that there was no way he could contemplate moving, so they each took one of his arms and tried to assist him. As I said, he was quite a big guy, so their first effort only resulted in him being lifted off his chair and ceremoniously dumped in his own piss on the floor. Oh, that's nasty, bro. Let's see. Then the smell hit the room. He'd shit in his already piss-soaked pants. By now, the whole debacle was creating quite a spectacle, and Mr. Pissy Pants was completely oblivious to it all, and he just sat there in his feces and rolled his glassy eyes back in his head while clinging to his pint glass. Eventually, he was parted from the scene of the crime with much reluctance. His attitude was more of why me rather than oh my god, I can't believe I just shat my pants in a bar and pissed everywhere. I suppose that was the amusing part. The hard part was the smell. Yeah, I would not want to fucking clean that shit up, bro. Oh, that is disgusting. That must be the worst part about being a bartender, is that you have to deal with people who get so fucking drunk they either like piss their pants and shit themselves, they throw up all over the bar, or they get so drunk that they kind of like lock themselves in the bathroom because they're super sick, or you know what I mean? Just that aspect of being a bartender. Oh, I would hate it. Like that would just be the worst. Oh no. Nah, man. You bartenders out there, hey, shout out to you guys, because I couldn't do it, man. Fuck no, I couldn't do it. Not at all. Not at all. Ugh. Okay, but that's going to do it for that thread, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that thread. It wasn't as juicy as I thought it was going to be. That was going to be a little more juicy of a thread, but you know, you win some, you lose some. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the announcements. I'm going to make the announcements quick, and we'll get right into the scenarios. Patreon.com/MyTheAssholePodcast podcast. If you would like to get your scenario onto the show, that Patreon is the place to do it. If you're on audio, click the support the show link. If you're anywhere else, go ahead and click the link tree, and Patreon is there. $3 a month. I'll never ask for any more than that. And then you also get an exclusive episode every single Friday on Patreon. Thank you guys for all the support, man. You guys are killing it. We're at 2,300 followers on TikTok. And, I'm just loving the support, loving the comments. Please keep that up. Audio listeners, please rate the podcast. Please rate the podcast. Man, like even if you're just listening to this episode and you're like, no, it's a pretty good episode or whatever the case may be, just rate it. It helps out the podcast a lot. 5 stars is very preferable, but if you're going to rate it, go ahead and rate it honest. And I appreciate that so much. Without further ado, though, let's get into our scenarios. Am I the asshole for telling my sister it's gold digging money she's borrowing from me? Okay. Not in the U.S. I'm 33 female, have a sister, Sarah, 36 female. Sarah has always been good at studying and is our parents' pride and joy. She got into a very good university's engineering program on a full scholarship and had a nice job offering upon graduation. We were all proud of her. In comparison, I was a mediocre student. I got into a less prestigious university studying something Sarah said to our parents won't get me a good job. But my parents helped me pay for my tuition nonetheless, though I had to work for spending money and other expenses. Throughout work, I met my now husband. He is from a family of generational wealth with their own business. We married when I graduated, and my sister said she was very disappointed in me for being a gold digger and that we women should not rely on man's money to get ahead in life. Sarah left the company at 30 to start her own business with her now husband. The business was doing well until the pandemic. They struggled but managed to keep the business together until this year. Sarah confessed to our parents that she needs a large amount of money to keep her business afloat. My parents suggest she borrow money from me. Now, do I have the amount of money Sarah needs? My husband heads his family's company and gives me spending money every month in addition to a credit card he takes care of. I don't work. My days are spent looking after our 2 sons and for a few days a week, keeping his mom company. She's a lovely lady who's still very active and enjoys taking me places. Every time we go out, she's always foots the bill, and I have a lot of money saved. Sarah and her husband approached me in a private a few days ago. They asked to borrow money from me with detailed plan on how to pay me back, though with much lower interest than from a bank and a contract. Here's where I may be the asshole. I wrote them a check, and as I handed it to her. Wait a minute, hold on. You didn't ask your man before writing this check to your sister? Because, I mean, I understand that that's your sister and that's family and so on and so forth. But you got to understand that that's your man's money. You know, so now could it be her money? Because she did say every time that she hangs out with his mom, she foots the bill and it's allowed her to save money. I do understand that, but she says that she doesn't work and that her husband gives her money, like spending money. So is she saving the spending money? Is that what she's doing? So yeah, even regardless, it's still his money. I just gave you that for spending expenses. So no. That is your man's money. So you didn't ask your man? All right. I think you're an asshole just for that, because if I think about it like this, if I gave my girl money and I'm just like, hey, this is just for spending expenses, so on and so forth, and they gave her access to my credit card, it's like, if you then give that money to somebody else without me knowing or like my knowledge, I would kind of feel some type of way, because I'm like, hey, that money is not for you to just be given to motherfuckers unless you ask me and I say that it's okay. That money is for expenses for you and our children. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, that's just how I'd feel about that. And I would think he would too. But I digress. Let's get back into it. I wrote them a check and handed it to her. I looked her in the eyes and asked, do you realize you're borrowing my gold digging money, right? Sarah went red in the face before she immediately got up and walked away. Her husband looked a little awkward, but finally took the check and mumbled his thanks and left. Later, my mom called me and said I was being cruel to Sarah in her hard time, that there was no need to humiliate my sister like that. I simply told my mom she never said anything when Sarah called me a gold digger, so she has no say in the matter. Still, I wonder if I was the asshole. Like I said, I already prefaced, I think you're the asshole for giving away your man's money without asking him, but, you know, I think you are not the asshole. Reason being is because I don't think there's a woman on the planet that doesn't want to date a man who is successful, makes a lot of money, makes it to where she does not have to work, and that she can be at home and take care of the kids. There is not a woman on this planet that would not want that for themselves. If I'm being honest with you, I don't care if she boss babe. I don't care if she this, she that, you know, she's got a business, so on and so. I don't care. That is what a majority of women are looking for. And that's what a majority of women want. And the fact that you're going to sit there and call her a gold digger like that just because you couldn't get you a man that, you know, could support you that way. Hey, you know, it sounds like you're the bitter one here, and you're just mad because you couldn't get a guy like that. You wanted to, you know, sit there and act like, you know, your job and money and career and all that kind of stuff matters, when to a guy it doesn't. And now you're with a dude who you guys are struggling, and you know, you guys are trying to figure things out, while your sister over here did it right and got her a man to take care of her and was just like, shit, fuck out of here with that. Like, I'm not about to struggle. What are you talking about? But I think I would have done the same thing, though. If you want to call me a fucking gold digger and stuff like that, because I want what 90% of women want, and I actually got it, and then you come to me and you're over here struggling and shit, I'd be a little petty too. I'd be like, so you were against me being with this rich man when it didn't benefit you, but now me being with a rich man benefits you. And so all of a sudden you want me to feel bad about giving you money and saying, oh, you know, this is my gold digger money, right? Nah, baby girl, that's not the way that works. All right. You know what I mean? Karma comes around. You know, what goes around comes around, baby girl. What goes around comes around. You best believe it, man. This podcast has done nothing but prove that karma is real. The type of shit that people think that they can put out into the world and think that they're not going to get that back and and it fucks them over real hard, it's like, nah, man, you can't be out there moving like that. You know what I mean? You can't be out there moving like that. So are you the asshole for that? No. But I think you're kind of the asshole because you didn't ask your man to say, hey, my sister needs money. Now, she could have and just not put that in there, but I'm going off the information that was given. All right. Okay, on to our next one. I used to peg my ex-boyfriend. God damn it, man. Y'all niggas are just gay as fuck. Okay. It's very strange for me to talk about this publicly. Then why the fuck did you send it on Patreon? God damn. Oh shit. All right. And I didn't want to until I heard that my ex showed everyone my naked pictures. Ah, you dumb bitches. I always say this every single time. Ladies, stop sending nudes. Unless you about that OnlyFans life, unless you about that life of having your naked body online, do not send guys naked pictures. I don't care if they're your boyfriend. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if you've been with that motherfucker for 10 years. I don't give a shit. Do not send nude pictures. If you are the type of person that you don't want your naked body out there, then do not put the temptation or even the possibility of the naked pictures online. You know what I mean? Or because think about it like this. Even if you are with your man for 10 years and you send him a naked picture and whatnot, and say, he happens to want to show off to his guys or whatever, and he sends it in the group chat, and then they save it, and then they put it online or something like that. You just never know. And I always, always, always say this. Ladies, stop sending nudes. Stop it. And you always, every time you guys always regret it. Every single time you guys always regret it. You guys are sitting there, oh, I wish I didn't do it. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Like I said, man, if you are about that OnlyFans life, or you about that, I don't know whether they're shit, Pornhub life or whatever. If you about that life, go ahead. But if you not, bro, don't be sending them. Don't even put the possibility out there. God damn, man. It all started last year when a guy from the gym told me that some men are addicts to freckles. From the hall, he said, let's try it. And as a good girl, I wanted to fulfill it. Okay. I took a strap on and fucked him for over 2 hours, and he moaned like a real girl. Nigga, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
She said he moaned like a real girl.
What did he say?
Okay. He finished more than ever from our normal sex. I didn't know if it was up to me, but every time we had sex, at least half an hour, we had parts when I tickled him.
Bruh.
Huh? Okay. And it seemed to me that turned him on the most.
What?
Bro. If you're gay, just say so. Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Come on, man. If you like taking it up the butt that much and you want to be tickled and all this other shit, bro, like, my nigga, get on Grindr and just leave these women alone, man. What in the hell is going on here? And you bitches be dating these fags. Oh my god, bruh. Pardon my language, but you guys be dating these dudes. Like, what in the hell is going on here? Like, is it a thing that you don't know? You date the dude and then later on you figure it out? Or is it like a thing where you and you have your suspicions, but you kind of just ignore it. You know what I mean? Because like I have nothing wrong. I have nothing wrong with like guys being gay. Like I have no problem with that. Not at all. My problem is when they sit there in a heterosexual relationship doing the gayest shit possible. And it's like, bro, what? Like,
What?
how? Like, come on, you enjoy taking it up the butt like that. And you're not gay? Like, huh? And you're in a heterosexual relationship with a woman? Like, bro, you is wasting that girl's time. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem that I have. It's like, bro, if you're gay, just say so and go do that. It is, like, especially nowadays, it is more acceptable than ever to be homosexual. It is, man. It's more than ever to be, it's acceptable more than ever to be gay. So it's like, why not just go and be gay? Why you gotta go, be with this girl for 2 years and then, she has to find out. And then the fact that she did it, like what?
Bruh.
Like, is it a thing where she loved him so much that she just did it and she thought maybe, it's just a one-time thing? Or was this a thing where she was maybe so into it, like that's something that she's been dying to do with a guy? I don't know, man. This happens far too often where a girl is dating a guy and then the guy is just like, yo, I want to do some super gay shit with you. And it's just like, if you're gay, just say so. Like, oh, all right, man. I can see why that relationship didn't work out. I can guarantee you it got to a point where, when she was pegging homeboy, he was just like, man, I wonder what a real dick in my butt would feel like. Like, I can guarantee you it got to that point and then she was just like, wow, I thought you were straight and you just wanted to experiment a little bit, but no, you're like full on. Guarantee you, homeboy, she found Grindr on his phone, something, because that relationship did not work out. My goodness. All right, on to the next one. Sorry if I offended anybody, got emotionally charged. Roommate is banging girlfriend all the time. Okay. My housemate has a new girlfriend. They have been having loud sex for several hours a day between morning and evening. At first, I was happy for him, but now I'm annoyed. I asked him to knock it off, and he did for like a week. Now it's been 3 days straight again, and I'm tired of hearing it. Plus, I'm not paying any extreme expensive rent for another person to be here 3 to 4 nights a week. What should I do? I mean, go get you some fucking pussy, nigga. What you mean? Like, dude, go get you a girl, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Go get you a girl. Get out of the fucking house, man. Get out of the house, go get you a girl, and get you some coochie. Because that's exactly what this is. It's a lot of resentment. Homeboy is pretty much just like, like, man, I wish I was getting some coochie. Man, I wish I was, I can guarantee you that's what it is. And so, because he even kind of admitted it. He was just like, oh, I was happy for him, and then it started to get annoying, blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, dude, then get out of the house and go get you some booty, bro. Go talk to you some women's. Try to get you a girlfriend, like, and then you could bring your girl back to the crib and you could smash her all out. Like, come on, man. God damn. Is it really that hard? Did you really have to, seek advice on the internet just to know that? Like, I mean, I guess you did. I don't know, man. Just get you some booty, bro. Get out there, talk to some women's, get a girlfriend of your own. It's as easy as that. Oh, I have the hiccups. My goodness. I, 32 male, had a one night stand with my sister-in-law. What? This man fucked his wife's sister. Jesus. We both obviously feel terrible.
Stop the cap.
This happened on New Year's. Just us two at the end. My wife was at home sick, so her or anyone else is unaware. Sorry, I have the hiccups, so it's gonna be rough reading this. We swore not to tell anyone. However, as the days that she's visiting is getting closer, I'm not sure what the right decision is. Her and I both got tested for STDs for our peace of mind. We're both clean. I didn't use protection, but she's sterilized. Yo, this nigga cream pied. Oh, shit. Yo, this nigga cream pied his wife's sister. God damn. She let that nigga hit raw. I have two options, and they're both really difficult to deal with. I just want what's best for our family. What do I do when anyone finds themselves in this position? My guy. All right, let's cut it down. First off, you do not feel horrible.
Stop the cap.
All right, you don't feel horrible. Why? Because for one, you hit that shit raw. Two, you cream pied her ass. All right, so you don't feel bad about it at all.
Stop the cap.
All right, man, get that out of your mind now. Two, take that shit to your grave, my nigga. Take it to your grave. God damn, I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. But yes, take it to your grave, man, and have her on the same page. You guys both need to take that shit to your grave and hope it never happens again. Because if it does happen again, man, I swear to God, you gonna be out. You gonna be gone. Okay? She gonna kick your bitch ass out, and she gonna divorce you, all that shit, because not only did you fuck her sister, but you fucked her raw and you cream pied, bruh. So, I mean, you gonna have to
stop it. Get some help.
Because I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be tough because, for one, you got to hit that shit raw. Two, you cream pied it. And three, it's going to be hard not to go back and do it again. I already know, as a man, you know what I mean? We get a little taste of the sugar, and, we kind of want more of that. We're like, ooh, that tastes good. Ooh, and you got to hit it raw too. So you had some of that raw sugar cane. You were like, I might want some of that again. I'm telling you now, bro, take it to your grave and get her on the same page and don't do it again. Oh, God damn, because I'm telling you, bro, woo, good luck, man. Good luck. All right. Am I wrong for telling my friend her boyfriend was interested in a minor? Okay. For context, my friend has just told me about her boyfriend that she's been talking to for a few weeks and officially dating for a few days. She told me about him and sent a pic. I recognized him immediately. About 1.5 to 2 years ago, I had matched with him on a dating app. And I matched with him and started talking to him on Snapchat. Here's what happened. Hey, yo, Snapchat? That's a cheating app, all right? After sending him a selfie with one of my other friends who was 16 at the time, he asked for their socials. I told him they were 16 and he was still interested in talking to them, which obviously weirded us both out because he was 21 or 22. I felt bad because this is her first adult relationship and she really likes him, and telling her this puts her in a tough situation. Am I the wrong? Should I have just kept my mouth shut. Yeah, you should have kept your mouth shut. And the only reason why I say that is because you don't really have any proof that he was hitting on that 16-year-old girl. I get it. The interest was there, and, you probably saw it and was like, oh, my woman tuition and all that kind of stuff. Understandable. I get that. But you don't have any proof. And so the fact that you're going to walk into this situation, into your girl's relationship like that, and you don't really have any proof is kind of a tough one, because it could backfire and you could lose your friend. You know what I mean? And she might sit there like, oh, bitch, you're just jealous and, you're just trying to break us up. Oh, you probably want him for yourself because you guys used to talk on Snapchat and da-da-da. So, you know what I mean? This might throw a bit of a monkey wrench in there that doesn't need to be. All I would do is just be prepared to keep this to yourself. Don't say anything about this, but just be prepared to where if she finds out about it, you just console her. You be a good friend, you be there for her, and you just be a good friend, you be there for her, and you just say, hey, look, I got you. It's all good. He was a piece of shit anyway. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to go in there and just start throwing around accusations and accusing people and all this kind of stuff, and you ain't got no proof, and then you lose your friend, and you know what I mean? And then shit just kind of gets worse. But if you kind of just keep it to yourself and you say, hey, it is what it is, and if their relationship doesn't work out because of that reason, then you could kind of be there to console and yeah, he's an asshole and fuck that guy and this and that, and you're better off, because like I said, it's just you want to limit that as much as possible, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. You guys let me know what you would tell her in the comments. Oh my God, these hiccups are pissing me off right now. Am I the asshole for telling my mom that she's being completely insensitive about her cheating? Oh shit. My mom and my dad recently got a divorce after my mom confessed to cheating on my dad with a female coworker. Oh, okay. My mom and dad sat me and my siblings down a few months ago to tell us the news, and we were devastated, to say the least. Because of this, my stepdad had to move to somewhere nearly 3 hours away. This has put a ton of stress on me and my siblings, as we now have to juggle spending time with 3 parents: my biological mom, my biological dad, and my stepdad. The truly messed up part about this is that it seemed like my mom doesn't care about this at all. She consistently visits the woman she cheated with, as well as having unmuted calls with her while making dinner. It's come to the point where I honestly think my mom cares more about me and about her more than me and my siblings. Golly, I'm sorry. As she always spends her free time with her instead of us. On multiple occasions, I have told my mom that I don't want anything to do with her new girlfriend, which she respected at first, but has adamant on me meeting her, which I am very uncomfortable with. A lot of this has been bubbling up inside of me for a while, and I really want to call her out for it. For being insensitive to me and my siblings' feelings. Would I be the asshole? Fuck no. Fuck no. And yo, mom,
She belongs to the streets.
fuck that. All right. If I'm being honest with you, I would have tried to go live with my stepdad, or your biological dad, whoever you're closest with. I would go live with one of them. I would not be living with my hoe ass mom. Nah, bruh. The fuck we talking about here? The fact that it didn't work out with your dad, she got remarried, and then she cheated on the dude she got remarried with? Bro.
She belongs to the streets.
Nah, man. And I would have nothing to do with your mom, because your mom is destructive. All right? She is destructive. She does not know how to be in a relationship and be happy. You know what I mean? She does. Nah. And That is a horrible example to set for your children. It's like, dude, is this what you want your kids to see? You know what I mean? Like, you want your children to see you, getting divorced and then getting with another guy and then you cheating on that other guy that you got with? Like, you really want your children to be seeing that?
Bruh.
Like, come on. That makes no sense to me. I would think that you got remarried because you actually found a guy that would take you serious. And then my thing is why with a woman? You know what I mean? I wonder why with a woman. Is it a thing? I mean, because she's what, 45? So the fact that she's like 45 years old, it's like, you're a little too old to be experimenting, don't you think? Like, you kind of should have did that back then. Maybe she didn't have the time to experiment. Maybe she had her kids kind of early, and so she didn't really have the time to like experiment and get out there and try things. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know for sure, but all I do know is
She belongs to the streets.
And yeah, I probably would try to go live with, your dad's or, one of your dads, whichever one you're closest with, because your mom ain't conducive to be a parent. She's not fit to be a parent, if I'm being honest with you. And you're not an asshole for expressing the feelings that you want to express to her, because she's already shown you that she's not really worthy of being a parent figure and being an example. It's like that, if you want to set that kind of example for your daughter, that, that relationships and marriage don't mean shit. The fact that you got divorced to her biological dad and then you got married again and you just cheated on that nigga. It's like you're setting an example for your children that relationships and marriage don't mean shit and do whatever the fuck you want to do, which I think is terrible. And then these girls are going to be wondering why they only are attracted to the shittiest guys and they can't, hold down a relationship and so on and so forth. It's like, well, they mama is a hoe. So, it's like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? So, but are you the asshole, for saying what you want to say? Nah, not at all. Not at all. All right, we're going to do one more. Oh my God, we got another one, man. Listen, guys out there, if you're gay, just say so. Stop dating these women, bro. What the fuck? All right, the title of this one, my strap-on got stuck inside my boyfriend. Bro, again, if you niggas are gay, just say so. It's all good, man. It's all good. We're going to love you for who you are, man. It's all good. It's all good. I don't understand why you sitting here thinking you got to play the game. No, it's okay, man. It's all right. You can get on Grindr. You can go get you a boyfriend. It's all good. You don't need to be dating women and then asking them to peg you, bruh. God damn, man. Oh. All right, let's get into this one, man. I, 23 female, was with my boyfriend, 20 male. And we were bored in the bedroom since our kinks were really frowned upon by society.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I have no kinks. That nigga likes him some men's. What are we talking about? So we took to TikTok and watched a bunch of videos and came out of it feeling refreshed. See, that was
Wrong.
like, why the fuck are you going to TikTok for relationship advice? Like, oh my God. I'm telling you, man. People that go to TikTok for relationship advice, you motherfuckers are crazy. I would never. My God, like the stuff even I post on TikTok, I post it simply for, I don't post like my advice stuff, like when people send in their scenarios for advice on Patreon and stuff. I do not post that on TikTok because, bro, let's be honest here. Most of the advice on TikTok is trash. All right, let's be honest here. Most of that shit is trash. And so That's why I would never even be a part of that. It's like, no, thank you. You know what I mean? I give advice if you ask for it. Other than that, this show is for strict entertainment, man. God damn. For some context, my boyfriend is very scrawny. Think average nerd kind of guy, big glasses, acne around his forehead, buck teeth, and kind of greasy hair. Why the fuck are you with this guy? Okay. But in the bedroom, he can be so many different people, like a commanding man who wants to tail me all night, to a submissive guy who likes to take on the son and mom role play. What the fuck?
What did he say?
She said son and mom role play.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Okay. But tonight was something different, seeing as we wanted to try new things. First off, we went to a local sex shop and looked around. I got a cock ring, a rose toy, nipple clamps, and most of all, a strap-on. Okay. After we paid and headed home, my nerdy boyfriend was so giddy in the passenger seat. This nigga don't even drive. God damn, he's an L, bruh. Yeah, okay. All right. I honestly wanted to get down and dirty there, but I held back and made it home. When we got to the bedroom and started getting ready, my boyfriend noticed that we forgot lube. Fuck it, I thought, because spit works with me and him. Why not a strap-on? So, because your vagina gets wet as it's going on, so the lubrication, continues. There ain't no lubrication in this man's butthole. God damn. Pause.
Bruh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Let's see. So we applied everything: the rose toy, the nipple clamps, and his cock ring. Wait a minute, he's wearing the nipple clamps? Oh my God, bruh. Wow. What? Okay. Alright, bro. God damn. I began to put the strap on. I noticed his mushroom tip itself was slightly loose. It didn't make much of it though, because of my horny boyfriend was waiting. I spit on the strap on and slipped it in. My boyfriend seemed to love it, and so I kept going. After a while, I felt a little pop, and as soon as I looked down, I see the dick is disconnected from the main waistband, leaving it inside him. We have been trying to get it out for the past 30 minutes, and going to the hospital sounds really embarrassing, so please help. No. No.
Stop it. Get some help.
And go to a fucking hospital, because I ain't giving no help on this. What the fuck? Yo. Like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
come on, man. Like, what in God's name is this, bro? Like, oh my God.
Bruh.
I've had some crazy shit sent into this show, but never anything this wild, bro. Oh my God, man. Nothing, and I mean nothing, this wild ever. This is crazy. We definitely ended on a high note with that one. My goodness. I am not giving no advice. I am not. Nah.
Bruh.
No, what you need to do.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because I ain't helping. Alright? I ain't helping at all. Okay? That is just over the top. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. My God, that's going to do it for me. I think this is one of those enough internet for me today moments, because God damn, bro. Oh. Hey. All right, that's it. That's all I'm not even gonna add no more to it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and listening, man. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving. If you guys would like to support the show even more, patreon.com/MileyAsshole Podcast. If you're on audio platforms, go ahead and hit that support the show link. If you're anywhere else, go ahead and hit the link tree, and I got the Patreon in there as well. Please keep downloading the podcast. You guys have been killing it in the downloads, man. I appreciate that so much. I think we're up to about 3,500 downloads total, and it's been crazy. So thank you guys so much for all that support. It's been great. I love it. If you guys want to support the show even more, please rate the podcast. That helps a lot, all right? Downloading and rating helps a lot, and I appreciate for all the support. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram for the short-form content if you guys want to just see clips of the show and you want to get bite-sized pieces of the best parts of the show or each episode. We have it there. We are killing it on the TikTok, man. Please keep following there, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. I don't care too much about, the likes and all that kind of stuff. I just really care about you guys' comments, and you guys have actually been showing out with the comments, and I do appreciate that so much. We had a pretty good Sunday episode, man. It was pretty good. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. I always try to give you guys as much content as I possibly can, and I try to give you guys the juiciest episodes that I possibly can. This episode felt more like a Patreon episode more than anything, but you know what? Y'all motherfuckers are gonna get it for free, so you're welcome. All right, but without further ado, that's going to do it for me, man. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Peace.